have a 20-bed inpatient unit at Arroyo Grande Hospital. We are able to offer interdisciplinary therapies, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. What really we allow is patients to rehabilitate after an acute trauma or injury or neurologic change.
In the motorcycle accident I had, I sustained injuries that most people don't survive. I think the biggest thing I've learned since I've been here is that anything is possible. When hopelessness starts creeping in, that's when the staff come in and they're very reassuring. It's given me the hope that I've needed to keep going.
I had a stroke on 9/11. Stroke has so many different faces to it that people don't even realize. I never knew until I came in here. Here they have the beautiful grounds, they have the kindest people and all kinds of equipment to help just about any situation they have here.
I am here because I hit my head and had to get it fixed. The nurses here, they are wonderful and very caring and sweet.
Well, what brought me to the rehab center was a stroke. The stroke affected me by taking the whole left side and making it non-functional. My therapist taught me how to do all these things I took for granted. I learned how to get dressed and walk again.
The therapists were really terrific as far as preparing me to have Michael come home.
I can do 99% of the things that I could before I had the stroke.
I was in the rehab place a couple times because leg amputations. They taught me how to get into a shower, exercises, how to go to the bathroom, and just how to live. It's wonderful to discover you aren't going to be in bed the rest of your life.
I really enjoy our team, and we all learn from each other and we all help each other. Every patient learns differently, and we try to help tailor our treatment to that patient.
There's been some really bad strokes that I clearly remember. Couldn't even sit up out of bed, helping them with everything. And then to actually see them get better, converse with people, they actually were able to walk out and be able to go back home. Those are very rewarding, especially when you get to see those big changes happen.
The Acute Rehab Center offers, a wide range of therapies, which are very much helpful and relevant to my patients after they've had an operation. One of the big things they do is help them transition from the hospital right after surgery to back home. Arroyo Grande has done a great job with all my patients.
Here, we teach you ways of adapting yourself and your environment. We can teach caregivers. We have a kitchen area that we can start teaching them how to do laundry again, cook for themselves. A lot of people go home straight from the hospital. They'll just go home and kind of be sedentary. Here, we teach you how to, move again, how to live again, essentially.
I'm trying to have more integration into the community, leading more towards having things like a stroke support group in the future. Once you've had a stroke, you are forever changed and you have a different experience, and you have so much to offer to other people who are newly having had a stroke.
We've had some really great patients that actually have left and come back and really help motivate patients that are here now, because as much as therapists we can motivate them, it's really great to hear from someone who's been through it.
The other thing that I think will be important in our future is more types of therapeutic activities like horticulture or art or music therapy, so that we're focusing on patients' wellness. Acute inpatient rehabilitation is a special opportunity for this community where their members can rehabilitate in their own environment and near family, which is really special.
There was other places that people were recommending, UCLA and Stanford, but it was still so far from home. I was looking forward to getting close to my kids. And
we've been able to come after school every day and just walk across the street to the hospital
and encourage him. He's lucky.
My family has been 100% part a lot of recovery, and I love them for it.
You can't get this kind of rehab anywhere else in the area. So I see it's nice to be able to stay close to your family, to be able to have your friends nearby, to make the transition back home easier. It also means they get this feeling of I'm one step closer to home. I really am getting better.
You know, we just had no idea where he would be going. So the fact that they opened the rehab there was just a lifesaver.
My dad had a stroke, it'll be 14 years ago this May, and he wasn't able to be here. We had to drive to Bakersfield for him, and then once he got transferred to Santa Barbara, he was there for 6 months. If there had been something like this offered for him, it would have been great. It would have been easier for families, my family in particular, to see him. So I think we have a really great unit and a really great place in an area that needs it.
What I really enjoy is when patients are able to get to the point where they feel like they can do this and they can move forward and they're going to be able to go home and function in their homes with their families and in their communities.
I take walks every day, and I take a sack of dog treats. So every dog in the neighborhood likes me.
I wasn't very empathetic. I didn't have much sympathy for people in pain. I didn't understand it. And I'm so grateful to be able to understand better when people are going through something like this. So every breath I take, every thing I see, it's a gift.
When I left here, we all cried. I was crying because I was so happy, and they were so happy for me. They were all crying too. They're just really good people. You know, a lot of places you're just a client, but here they have heart.
My plans are to go home and be a hero for my son again. I may not be able to walk, but I can look into the future and see it bright for me. And thank you to my therapist and all of them, because that made me the man I am now. I owe it all to them. So thank you guys.